U.S. President Donald Trump has said that he is in the final throes of reaching a West Asia peace deal. Now, this moments after Vice President J.D. Vance had said that the success of any future agreement will depend not on promise alone, but on Washington's ability to verify Tehran's compliance over time. And speaking to Fox News, Vance stressed that diplomacy remains the preferred path for the U.S. and argued that negotiations with Iran serve American interests, regardless of whether Israel supports the effort. The remarks came amid renewed regional tensions following recent exchanges of fire between Iran and Israeli forces. The two countries on Monday announced that they were halting attacks on each other. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that Israel was temporarily holding fire hours after Tehran said it had ceased its military operation. Now, Tehran launched missiles at Israel on Sunday, saying the attack was in retaliation for an Israeli strike on Beirut. Israel struck back, triggering another round of Iranian missiles before Tehran announced that it would cease fire. Netanyahu reportedly called off further strikes on Iran despite fighter jets being ready on the runway after a warning from U.S. President Donald Trump. According to Axios, Trump had cautioned Netanyahu against escalating the war and suggested Israel could find itself isolated without U.S. backing if it proceeded with major retaliatory attacks. He told Netanyahu, and I'm just quoting here, "Bibi, you better be careful or you will be on your own very soon." Now, Tehran has said it would attack again if Israel continues strikes in Lebanon, while Netanyahu has warned that Israel would respond with full force if Iran resumes attacks. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister in a televised address said he has told Trump that Israel has full right to self-defense.
Israel has the full right to self-defense, and we exercise it whenever necessary. I say this to you, dear citizens of Israel, just as I say it with appreciation and respect in my good conversations with my friend, President Trump.
According to Lebanon's health ministry, violence continued in southern Lebanon with an Israeli strike killing 5 people in the city of Tyre. Another strike in the Nabathia district left 7 dead, while a third attack in Marwaniyah killed 2 people. The Israeli military said it had detected projectiles launched towards its troops operating in southern Lebanon. It said some were intercepted while one landed near soldiers without causing any casualties. The military later reported intercepting a suspicious aerial target launched from Yemen, adding that no injuries were reported. And to discuss the situation in West Asia conflict in detail, we were earlier joined by Eric Outzen, a former military and civilian advisor at U.S. Department of State and senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. From Washington, D.C., let's listen in to what he had to say on that.
Well, I think both sides, in this case, both Israel and the Iranians, are really trying to get inside the mind of President Donald Trump. Because at a certain point, Donald Trump is going to either offer concessions to Iran in order to get some sort of an agreement and an off-ramp, or he's going to press much harder, which is what the Israelis want him to do. So I think what we're seeing here is sort of a game of chicken, where Iran has proven that it can continue to absorb blows and punishments. It's dispersed, it's in command and control. There is no easy victory to just knock over the Iranians. And at the same time, Israel's playing with some time limitations as well. Their political pressure in the United States and sentiment is not as entirely pro-Israel as it has been. I think both of these countries are playing a game of chicken here by sort of pressing on one another and hitting as much as they can, knowing that Trump wants an agreement. He wants this to end. So who will, at the end, be able to convince Trump that he should come down on their side and put pressure on the other to stop? I think that's what we're observing here now.